Hi, my name is Bernadette. Welcome to my channel, and today I want to talk to you about you versus the others. And that we have a hard time, or most of us have a hard time with disharmony. We don't want to cause conflict. Don't want to go through conflict. It's not a pleasant feeling to feel this resistance. And I give it to you straight. The moment you breathe, you think, you interact with others, there will be resistance at one point. You will feel a certain friction at one point with others. And you have choices now. Of course, it's something delicate to navigate. We don't want to push people away. We don't want to lose people. We want to be understood, and we want to have connection with others. And this is a core need of human beings, to feel this connection and feel this warmth and so on. And so, yes, we have to get accustomed, we have to develop tools, first of all, to get to be ourselves in the end, to get our point across, and to develop tools to deal with a certain disharmony or with friction or with this resistance we feel from others. And this is something very detrimental and fundamental to keep a connection, first of all, with ourselves, and establish authentic relationships with the people that are important to us. You have choices. You have choices you can make, and I have to break it to you, there is no general rule, because every situation, of course, there are so many factors involved. You have to navigate every situation specifically. And yes, I'm sorry, this is not a video with a quick fix, but it's an encouragement. It's an encouragement for you to choose, maybe even if it feels like egocentrical or egotistical, or even if it feels like you're moving on unknown grounds. This is a message to you, to encourage you to try the most possible to be as authentic and be as clear and be as much of yourself as you can be. Because first of all, how would you like other people to get to know you if you are not yourself? How do they ever know how to connect with you really if they don't know your preferences, if they don't know what you like, what you dislike? It's like if I cook a dish for you, if I cook a potato dish for you, and because you're so polite you say, how nice, and thank you very much for the potato dish, and you hate potatoes, I will always come up with a potato dish because I think you like it. Or if you even say nothing, maybe I like potatoes and I will cook potatoes because I like potatoes, and you eat them. So there is no real connection if you are not stepping over this little hurdle to risk friction or to risk resistance, and it's not the most pleasant feeling. And I do give you this, it's not the best feeling to put yourself out there and to maybe fluster some feathers, or even if you like somebody really very much, to kind of have a little moment of not being on the same page, actually not liking the same things. It's a risky business, but there is no way around it. There is no other choice in the end, and it's a thin line to navigate, and we need to develop a lot of rhetorical tools and empathy and tone of our voice and choose the right moment. And it seems like it's never the right moment, especially for big conversations to have, because people are fragile, and maybe the stars are not in the right position, and maybe you feel exhausted, and it's accumulating. And of course, it's easier to nip it in the bud as soon as possible, but sometimes we just hesitate, and the themes accumulate. There's an accumulation, and the energy is building up, and then it's an explosion, and then it's even harder to get your point across, or to set healthy boundaries, or to say no to somebody. These are so fundamental tools we need in interaction with others, that define also ourselves, that define us, because also other people define us, our surrounding, the people we spend the most time with, they define us in the end, because it's a constant exchange with them. So it's a delicate subject, me versus the others, me with others. Today I had a very funny experience. I had my morning walk with my dog, and sometimes there's also a woman, and she walks very fast, and I always crossed her path, and she was walking very energically, and when she was walking, she was moving her hands in a cross motion, so that she was blocking her own energy, like in front of her body. And in myself, there was always this urge to say something. I don't know this person. So a few weeks ago, I met her again on one of my walks, and I just said hello, like always, very friendly. And I said, "Excuse me, may I say something to you? I mean, you just can take it as you like, but I see you walking like this, and you are so energetic and so full of energy. And I just was thinking to myself, move your hands in a sideward motion, so you can take the energy with each step with you, and you're not blocking yourself." And this was an interaction of like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, and she was going her way and I was going my way. And weeks passed. And today in the morning, she didn't see me. I was taking another path, and I saw her walking. And she actually moved her hands in a sideways motion. And it's so much more ergonomical, and so much more, and gives her a more natural movement, and probably also more pleasure whilst doing this physical exercise. And somehow I was a little touched, because I thought to myself, sometimes we don't realize, if we say our piece, if we say what we want to say, we can have an impact on people, or not, but we can have a positive impact on people. And there are other situations where you say something and the message is just not coming across, and the other person is not a recipient, and you try it in 100 ways, and there's just you think there is no solution in really getting your point across, and you feel disappointed, and you feel frustrated, and the energy is building up, and you're giving up, and yeah, you have to take a step back and process your emotions. And maybe, if it's worth it, if you feel this person is important to you, have another attempt in another circumstance, with another energy at another time. But never ever hesitate, even if it can come across wrong, even if you don't find the right words, even if you don't find the right tone, if you don't find the right radio frequency to get your message across. There is no other way around. You can choose this or avoid and hide and not giving other people the chance to get to know you really. And there are maybe not so pleasant side of you. Maybe you are not perfect. Maybe you are not perfect. Maybe you're not always 24 hours, 7 days of the week, you're not perfect. And other people might see it. And maybe sometimes you're ridiculous, and maybe sometimes you don't find the right tone, and maybe sometimes you don't find the right words. Yeah, it's life. That's life. But it's a million times more precious, more valuable, more worthy to say your piece, even if it's clumsy, even if it's wrong. It's you. It's your moment in life. It's your truth now. Maybe you change your mind tomorrow or in 2 weeks. Yeah, you will probably. But this is the exchange we are longing for, and this is what we are here for, to exchange. And there will be friction, and then there will be maybe more harmony afterwards. And the person knows you better now, knows your preferences, knows what is important to you. You gave someone the opportunity to get to know you and to connect with you really. Or randomly, like me with this woman walking, and suddenly her life is a little bit tiny better. Her physical exercise is a little bit more efficient. Just because of my thought to tell her what I was thinking. So I encourage you, if you want me to assist you in this and to help you to find the right tools, or to navigate a very delicate situation or a conversation that you want to have with someone, please feel free to contact me. I will be delighted to pick you up where you're at, to give you all the right tools, to find the right confidence, to be okay who you are right now. Otherwise, please like my videos or share with someone maybe in your environment who needs a little bit of a tweak, a mental tweak. Or please comment in the section below, comment section, how you navigate your truth, your connection with others. I would be really interested to know. So this was my message for today. Bye bye.